Welcome on into the second game of our four-game series here at Gatesfield Kearns High School. This matchup between the Provo Bulldogs and the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Appreciate you joining us here on KSLSports.com, your home for the 4A state baseball playoffs. Day two is well underway with a fantastic first game, if I may say so myself. And we've got to give a good shout-out to both of those groups. Crimson Cliffs gets the win. They move on. Walk-off fashion, catcher Austin Smith with a two-run RBI to give Crimson Cliffs the win over Timpanogos. Timpanogos, a formidable foe in that game. They definitely need to be recognized for their efforts. And unfortunately, the first team eliminated in the bracket play here at Kearns High School. But we move on. This matchup now between Mountain Crest and Provo. Provo is the designated home team. Mountain Crest will be the designated visiting team. And so we will be seeing, of course, the Mustangs coming up here first. Talking about some of the keys to look forward to here is, number one, the fact that this is an elimination game. So we'll see whichever team wins this moving on. Whatever team loses is done. And unfortunately, their journey ends here. Kid and Foremaster here, Paul Ratliff, just to set the stage for you here from the broadcast booth. Paul, what are you looking forward to in this game here today?
Yeah, a couple keys for me is these two teams had two totally opposite games in the first day of the tournament here, as obviously Provo kind of got handled a little bit by Ridgeline 13-3, but in this game they looked to fight back, and Mountain Crest took the number one overall seed in the entire 4A state tournament to the brink and lost 2-1. So two different games they're coming off of, both losses albeit, but let's see how both teams respond today. I think that's the key, is the resilience of both teams.
The lineup here for Mountain Crest Mustangs, we're going to see Mason Smith, the pitcher, today. He's going to be leading off for the Mustangs, followed by center fielder Ethan Nielsen. Jackson Pierce will be third in the lineup with Ryder Bradford. Following that, catcher Brody Johnson, second base Ben Welsh, third Dalton Pearson, Levi Jensen, and Dawson Simper will be following that, as this is contact on the first pitch, swinging and a foul ball to, again, Mason Smith.
Smith comes in batting .406 with a team-leading .537 on-base percentage. He is the epitome of a table setter.
Second pitch high.
Smith, a guy that stands really tight in that batter's box to the plate, almost inches off that white line. Whoa.
Wild pitch. We thank Kearns High School for a sturdy net with that one, as that comes right back to where we're sitting.
That's right. That was a hurler right at us.
I think the PA announcer to my right is probably a little more thankful for the net than I am, as that one was right at his.
Yes.
He put a paw out there. He's ready to catch it had that net not existed.
That's right. Got to always throw a paw out there.
That's right.
Even if there is a net, it's just a flinch. It's a natural
human reaction. 2-2 the count for Mason Smith. Mountain Crest in the orange today. I like it.
Yeah.
Bold. And he puts a half swing on that and fouls it off of himself, I believe. I mean,
yeah, right off the
leg there.
That's right. And kind of speaking on the uniforms, they kind of got a little Florida Gators vibes to them with the blue and orange, and I love those socks with the triple stripes on them. Sharp
triple stripes. They've got the Old English script as their font for the jerseys, and they're not button-ups; they're pullovers. Yeah. It's very a very 80s feel, 70s, 80s baseball.
I like that gothic font. It's a good font. Good jersey.
High on the fastball, and that'll be ball 3. Full count. And this is grounder to short. Fielded well. The throw over is high. Stays on the bag for the out.
Umpire motions that the foot stayed down. I don't know how he kept his foot down. What a play. And a pick, as we see here on the We Win Injury Law replay, just hits straight to short, clean fielding there, and man, what a stretch, and keeps that foot on the bag, at least one toe for the first out.
That last pitch coming across 86 miles an hour. We'll be tracking that pitch counter today. Keeps that one at about 85, so we're seeing mid-80s at the moment. Ethan Nielsen, center fielder for the Mustangs, at the plate.
Nielsen, a senior, batting a scorching .402, .488 on base, so top of the lineup boasts a very good, between Smith and Nielsen, a very good on-base percentage as he takes another one inside there.
3-0 now the count. The fastball again reaching 86. He's sticking around that mid-80s on the fastball. And that'll get him with a strike. Top outside edge of the zone for a now 3-1 here to Nielsen.
So what would you call that look? The stirrups?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whoa. Woo. That one went over his head. And the express ticket to first base.
Geez, that was a couple wild pitches here in this inning that have gotten away, but see if can kind of stabilize here and get his feet or grounding under him, I should say.
So now we see Jackson Pierce. And he's going to hit one off the bat going foul, and that will bounce off the wall along the first base line.
Pierce, the first baseman for the Mustangs, boasts a .410 average, so clips over. He is the number one batter in this lineup for the Mustangs, the senior.
Grounder over to short, fielded over to second, the throw to first, and not quite there in time. The first out at second was good. They are appealing to try to see if that was actually an out, but I think as of right now they're holding steady with safe call at first.
And the dugout emptied for Provo there. They thought that was the inning-ending double play, but instead we play on.
What do you think from seeing the replay there?
Yeah, maybe we get it one more time.
Huh?
Let's take another look as...
And it was really well done play by Provo. And, ooh, man, that is close.
Tight. As off his back foot, the throw to second, that was a great throw to get the double play started.
They tend to say tie goes to the runner. We're going to check it one more time down the baseline, and
I think he got there. I think that's the right
that was
call.
Close. They say tie goes to the runner, so we'll roll with it.
That's right.
They did pick off that leadoff runner with the fielder's choice over to second. And that ball gets away for a ball one of the at-bat to Ryder Bradford.
Ryder, a guy that's been the glue guy in this lineup. 341 hitter, 20 RBIs.
Puts this one through the middle gap, and that will extend the runner over to second base, put on the brakes there, so it is a single off the bat of Ryder Bradford.
And the first three batters come up as we see the nice stroke there and the nice wide round. He's looking two potentially, but he takes a nice long big turn and comes back to first. And the first three hitters all boasted over 400 batting averages, but it's Bradford, the first one to connect.
Long look in for the signal from the catcher. And now the pitch goes low and away for ball one. Brody Johnson, the catcher.
85 on the gun there, so, mid to high 80s is what we're seeing.
Yeah, he's been sticking around that earlier. He's pitching around an 86.
And we get that again on the gun.
86, so that's been his peak right there, is 86 on the fastball as he goes for two quick balls here to Brody Johnson. And a look over to second base. Goldbrinson is pitching 2-4, 2.40 ERAs. This one's smacked into center. It is caught, and that will be out number 3. 2 runners are left on base after 1 hit, no errors. And it's scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Mountain Crest couldn't get anything done there. Let's see what Provo's got.
What you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Welcome back on in, everybody, to Gates Field, Kearns High School. Now the Mountain Crest Mustangs scoreless at the top of the first, and now we're going to see the Provo Bulldogs. David Lancaster will be stepping up. We're looking at the mound right now with Mason Smith for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Lancaster, the catcher, behind the dish for the Bulldogs. And you'll see the first one go by for strike 1.
Good start here for Mason. 2.08 ERA, 5-1 record, 10 appearances.
And he'll rip that one foul. So the count quickly goes 0-2. Long look in. Here's the pitch. And another one that's going to go foul. And he'll stay alive with the 0-2 count. Out of play. Into the bullpen.
Seen a lot of long runs, and for our viewers just joining us, very short, shallow foul territory out here at Kearns High School, Gates Field. Seen a lot of players make runs over that way, and most all the balls being lifted foul.
That ball gets away. Wild pitch. So we haven't seen really any of that yet from Smith in his first few pitches. Everything's been strikes up to this point. And another one ripped foul. So out of his 5 pitches that he's thrown, I believe it's now sitting at 5, all but 1 has been a strike. I mean, he's definitely pitching to contact. You like to see that from a coach right there. Coach's perspective, you're thinking, all right, you know what? Deal to the zone. We like that.
That's right. Accrue outs however you can as Smith misses inside there. 37 Ks on the season, so he's got a little smoke. He can bring it. As we've seen some good locations early in the pitching frame for him.
Ball outside.
Kind of that little sidewinder delivery a little bit.
He's not going over the top.
That's
fully,
right.
But he's also not going fully from the side.
That's right.
He's not submarining down low either.
It's a hybrid.
This one's hit over to short, and it gets underneath the glove of Simper, and that's going to be a base hit for Lancaster, getting on board with the leadoff hitter for Provo.
And Semper yesterday made some great plays at short and just not enough. He ranges all the way over, Superman dive, and misses just by a hair and into the outfield, and the first base runner for the Bulldogs.
Now Dawson Moore will come up to the plate for the Bulldogs, and he's been he's a fantastic addition for this team as a sophomore. Really just playing some good baseball. Batting over 500. I mean, this guy expects contact. And we'll see it here. He's going to chop one, and it's going to fall into play. A tough one to field. As both pitcher and first baseman were coming over for it. Neither one of them wanted to give up on the play, and it ends up hitting turf.
That's right. We see here on the We Win Injury Law replay, just both guys pursuing the ball, and no one covering first. So kind of a little mix-up there. And when the dust settles, we got 2 Bulldogs on and no outs, and an big opportunity here.
And we'll call it a hit as well. No error on that play, as that one was a tough one to get to. And a little bit of no man's land in the infield right there, where both guys feel like it might be their ball. And he'll step off the mound. Smith will take a look at the runner and Lancaster over on second. This is Garrick Orchard, who now steps to the plate. And he's also had a solid season. Batting .347 as he takes a swing and a miss for strike one.
Garrick got to be all-name team. Got to be. First team. Named after the Iron Horse. I'm sure, Garrick.
Yeah, that was something we talked about in the broadcast yesterday. I'm sure his parents are here somewhere sitting above us. Maybe we can go track him down and have a conversation. He's going to hit this right over to first. They're going to attempt the double play. One out at second base. The throw to first is there as well. Double play is successful, and the runner advances to third.
This is about as clean as it gets. Great fielding job. Whips it to second, and he gets the return right back for the DP. Inning ending.
Not quite. 2 outs.
Oh, no,
away.
2 outs. I'm sorry. My bad there.
Now back to first baseman number 34, Elijah. However, a fantastic play. We've seen a handful of double plays. That was about as clean of a double play as we've seen, as Elijah Alava will come up to the plate.
Sometimes you got the eye test. Sometimes you get 2 outs via the double play, but the eye test sometimes, that was about as smooth as it gets.
That's what I'm saying. The eye test, yes, double plays in general are always nice, but that was about the smoothest double play we've seen. We saw a really messy double play in the first game. This is chopped, they're going to say foul ball, bounced off the plate. There was bases loaded, a hit line drive over to third, catches the ball, and since bases were loaded, there's a guy right there on the base, and he's able to go and hurry and kind of tag the base. And it wasn't necessarily the smoothest of plays, but it was a double play nonetheless, and an unassisted double play.
Yeah, it counts for 2 outs in the book, as did that really aesthetically pleasing one we just saw.
That's right. We are now on to our 6th game of baseball in just over about 28 hours, we'll say.
That's right. Rocking. Rolling, baby.
We are rocking and rolling with plenty of baseball here at Kearns High School, Gates Field. Ripped over to third, backhanded with the glove. The throw to first on a hop, and he gets it there.
Great play by Pierce over there, as that was an odd pick. As we see, hit hard, really hard exit velocity there, and one hops, but he adjusts and makes the body configuration to make that play work, and we've got the inning end over now.
And just like that, we will head to the top of the second here on KSLSports.com. Scoreless on the Wilkinson South Sliding scoreboard.
Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
So it's scoreless here, 0-0. And we are looking at Provo back in the field, seeing if they could put a stop to the Mustangs here. But for the Mustangs, Ben Welsh will lead things off.
Welsh, big, strong kid. You can see kind of a taller build, and he's a guy that can really hit the ball this season. As we see the first pitch go over his head.
Yeah, first pitch high. Ball one.
Welsh, a guy that one home run on the season, but he's one of their leading RBI guys.
Second pitch inside. That one had some heat to it.
One of their leading RBI guys, and third on the team in on-base percentage is Welsh. So
hung him up there, 2-1.
Nearly 500, 481. So this guy lives on the bases. Let's see if he can set the table for the Mustangs in this top half of the second.
Got him swinging at the high 85-mile-an-hour fastball.
And that, like we were saying, 80, 84 to 86 is kind of the sweet spot.
Wow. And got him. Hung him up with the K and the first strikeout of the game. And so with Ben Welsh going down, Dalton Pearson will come up.
Now Pearson looking to kind of ignite the bottom of the order here and keep the line moving. Get to those top three batters all batting over 400. But right now, got to turn it over to him.
And he'll hit this one hard into center field on a fly ball. And that'll be caught for out number 2.
That's about as harmless as it gets. Just a skyscraper shot way up. Takes a while for this one to come down, but under it and waiting are the Bulldogs for the second out.
Now, the good thing about that out for the pitch count for Goldbrinson, it is the fact that there was only one pitch and one out.
You love the one pitch, one out. It's about as efficient as it gets. And
here's the pitch, another high fastball for ball one.
Goldbrinson, I mean, he hasn't been really crushing the zone, attacking the zone, going for the Ks. I mean, he's been getting a lot of outs via the ground ball and fly ball.
And he just wanted to throw heaters. He shook off that first pitch. And then he said yes to the next one. And so he's thrown 2 fastballs, 2 quick ones. Let's see if he switches it up here now that he's throwing 2 balls. And he will. He goes slider down for a strike. So quickly, 2-1. Caught the bottom of the zone. Some groans from the Mountain Crest side of things. Thinking it might have been a little too low. But they get the call nonetheless. 2-2 now, the count with 2 away. Deuce is wild. Levi Jensen, let's see what he's got here on a 2-2. And he'll take a rip off the edge of the glove. Nearly picking that off was Moore. And he'll round first, stop, and backtrack. And I'm going to say that's a hit. That's a tough one to play for Moore, and he did everything he could in his power to try to snag that thing down.
He climbed the ladder. He was flying up the rungs, trying to make it to the top in time to make that play, but just through the outstretched arm. And the inning rolls on for the Mustangs.
Bottom of the lineup here, Dawson Simper. First pitch goes low.
Let's see if Simper, who is a defensive dynamo, I saw him make 2 incredible plays yesterday in the infield, and see if he can kind of turn it over to the top here and already a man on. So
I like the quick pickoff attempt. This ball goes outside. And watch out for Levi Jensen over there on first. He's getting a really solid leadoff when that pitch comes in.
He's taking a big bite of the apple with that lead.
I'm curious if they'll attempt a back pick here. That pitch goes inside. Well, catches his own first strike. So we'll go 2-1.
Good patient at bat here.
And the pitch fouled away. 2-2 again. 2 outs, 1 on. Scoreless. Long look. Gander over to first.
Yeah. Cat and mouse game between pitcher and hitter.
And that'll go full.
It's always about who needs to kind of control the pace. I mean, the hitter can step out, request time, but the pitcher can really work it out there and kind of throw off the rhythm of the hitter.
Absolutely.
That's what Goldbrandson's doing.
Runner goes on full count, and it's a ball anyway. That'll put 2 ducks on the pond here for the Mustangs.
And we've seen some notable 2-out rallies throughout this state tournament, and let's see if this is another one for the Mustangs as they turn it over to the top now.
Goldbranson sitting with 35, make it 36 pitches after that walk. And now that brings up the top of the lineup with Mason Smith. They'll attempt to pick off over to second, which is unsuccessful. As you mentioned, the cat and mouse game. It's the game within the game.
Yes.
Which there are many in the world of baseball. And a timeout called by the catcher. So we reset.
Mason Smith on the bump today, looking to provide some run support for himself.
And he'll smack this one hard into left, and tracking it well is Nielsen for out number 3. Leaving to a board with 1 hit and no errors, no runs scored. We say scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second inning here on KSLSports.com.
It's time to get your game on with Mountain Mike's oven-roasted chicken wings. They're meaty, juicy, in 4 bold sauces ready to tempt your taste buds. Order online or on our app for carryout or delivery.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Aquatic Balance Pool Service has been keeping St. George pools safe, clean, and running since 2012. With over 22 years experience, they service everything from pumps, filters, pool covers, heaters, and full water chemistry. Reliable, professional, dependable, done right. Call Aquatic Balance Pool Service today.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
If you're just joining us, of course, still scoreless in this game. The Mustangs of Crimson Cliffs got a win in the first game of the day. They will face off against the winner of this game coming up tomorrow. They will face off against the loser of the 3:30 game between either Desert Hills or Ridgeline. Of course, the loser of this game eliminated. Winner of this game will face off against the loser of the Snow Canyon. That might be Snow Canyon Ridgeline. Let me take a look at Snow Canyon Ridgeline. So the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs will face off against the loser of Desert Hills Bear River.
I see. Okay.
There we go. And the winner of this game faces off against the loser of Snow Canyon Ridgeline. That'll set up the bracket for us. It's very confusing.
It
double
is.
Elimination tournament.
That's right. Losers bracket, winners bracket. So many facets to this 4A state tournament, but one thing I know about this game is, as that one's fouled away, this is a winner-take-all situation, elimination game. So both teams kind of feeling each other out here early. We haven't seen a ton of action with the hits, 2 apiece. These pitchers done great thus far. Ooh.
And this one's hit through the 5-6 hole, rolling into left field for a base hit. And Trey Cece gets aboard.
Right as I'm saying, we've only seen 2 hits. We see another one as that one's poked right through the hole there, and going to start the line to move for the Bulldogs.
I'll bring up Drevin Christensen, third base for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs wearing the camo jerseys.
Yeah, a little digi camo action. That's pretty cool.
Sometimes you got to get creative with the old unis.
Sure.
Pitch blown away from Smith.
Yeah, we threw praise towards the Mustangs for the kind of the striped socks, stirrup look, but I like the camo.
And I think that's one of the aspects of baseball that I'd maybe say I like the most is the ability to really change up the jersey. You could go pinstripes. You could go solid. You could go as this ball gets away. And he's going to take off for second, and he'll get there easily. He might even go for third. He thought about going for third. He rounded the base.
Rounded aggressively and took a look out there to see if there was time and space to make the run for third, but not quite.
So throwing error will go against Mountain Crest. And a CC finds himself on second base. So now you take away the force out at the force double play, I should say. No force out at second, and we're back at it here with Drevin Christensen. He'll take a swing. That one got away from him.
Good pitch there from Mason. That kind of locked him up a little bit, got overextended.
Back out of here, count of 1-1. He'll foul this one away.
Mason doing a really solid job hitting the zone and pitching to contact, but let's see if he's able to wiggle through here with no outs and a man in scoring position for the Bulldogs.
He'll take a high chop there for strike 3. And that is the first strikeout for Mason Smith.
Powered past him there, just reared back, got a little added gusto on that fastball, and he's going to move through to the next hitter here, which is
Yendry Vinicio stepping up to the plate, right fielder for the Bulldogs. He had a really good hit in the game last night. Took a big swing as that one fell out of the zone on him, and he tried to golf it off the ground. A little low.
Vinicio, 212 hitter, 9 RBIs, 2 doubles on the season.
Timeout taken. One thing I love is every time that Vinicio comes up to the plate, coach starts yelling at him in his native language over here, and I love that.
That is cool.
He's over here yelling, vamos, vamos. I love it. Taking a swing at a very similar ball here, one that just drops on him.
Vinicio can break the ice here, just swing free and easy. He's a powerful hitter.
Ooh, and this pitch goes right at the head. A little chin music, and he'll back off it for ball 1.
We've seen quite a few of those over the last 2 days as some high and tight balls over the head of hitters, and Vinicio did a good job there. I always questioned myself the reaction time of these guys, how quick that ball's coming, and they're just able to just move ahead, duck out of the way real quick. And
they say that hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things in all of athletics. He'll chop this one foul.
So I actually got a good thing on that.
So I would assume, as you're looking that up, I would also assume that ducking out of the way of a fastball coming at your head is also not that easy.
Jason Worth, the great Philly/National, once said, I quote, "Hitting a baseball is the hardest thing a person can do." Hardest thing out there.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say in any athletics, I mean, it's one of the things that I'd say is most talked about, at least in athletic circles, is, when they start having those conversations of, can football players play basketball? Can so-and-so? Everyone asks, well, can a basketball player play baseball? And that doesn't necessarily translate. It's a strikeout here to Vinicio.
Back-to-back Ks for Mason Smith, who continues to churn along here. And we've got our makings of, in that first game, we saw a ton of action, hits all over the base pass. And right now, pitchers doing a good job controlling things for both teams.
Well, and now Mason Smith knows what Vinicio likes. He's going to see himself up to the plate, and he's like, all right, I know I'm going low sinker, right? Like, we're going to find something that's going to fall off here, go slider down. As this one falls into the zone for strike one. He's liking that pitch right now. That's
polishing the zone.
He's been really good about getting that breaking ball down.
He's just finding spots in the strike zone that are tough to reach for these Bulldog hitters.
Yep. It's a pretty wicked pitch is going on as this one's going to be hit over to short. Gloved well. Throw over to first is there. That'll be out number 3. So they get through it. No damage done. 2 strikeouts from Mason Smith in this inning. Phenomenal pitching performance with 1 run left on base. Scoreless as we go to the top of the third here on KSLSports.com.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Handel's Homemade Ice Cream is now open on River Road by Sprouts.
Come enjoy 48 flavors made fresh daily.
Cones, sundaes, shakes, and quarts to go.
Handel's Happiness Served Daily on River Road.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
The Mustangs will see Ethan Nielsen leading off here in the top of the third inning. We've seen both sides get runners aboard, but nobody has been able to round third and head for home just yet.
Yeah, Goldbranson and Smith have controlled the men in front of them, and that's the thing. You got to face the batter in the box, not worry about the runners on base as that one's lifted.
That is lifted, and that could fall in, and it does. He'll round first, head for 2, and that's where he'll put on the brakes. It's a double for the leadoff batter, Ethan Nielsen.
Nielsen, as we see here, good speed around the bag as he's rounding. He sees that one make it all the way to the wall, and he thinks about going for third, but a nice little break stop by the third base coach. And
smart place to put on the brakes right there.
That's right. Leadoff double. Good start to the inning.
And now Jackson Pierce will find his way up to the batter's box. His last at-bat, he had a fielder's choice, ended up on first. Nearly was picked off over there. It was a close play. First pitch low in the dirt. He'll take it for ball 1.
Jackson already mentioned it, is the front runner on the Mustangs in batting average at .410. He absolutely clobbers the ball for contact to all fields.
And he took some off of that one. And again, left it in the dirt. They're going to say you didn't go.
Wow.
They're looking to see if you went around, but no swing.
Provo's dugout not happy with the call there.
And that's a swing. The 84-mile-an-hour fastball high.
Goldbranson just got to block out the noise. Doesn't get the swing call there, but gets a nice blow-by fastball there.
So the count now standing at 2-1. Pierce faces to bunt, and it's a foul ball.
Took some off of that one. I think Pierce was expecting a fastball. 71 on the gun there from Goldbranson.
Looked like it was a potential changeup or something. Not quite sure from the angle that I had on it. I'm almost sitting where I'm at is almost right between the batter and the right-handed batter's box. And so I, at times, don't even see the pitcher as that ball's being released. And he'll hit this one high, going into center field. Hereford can't get to it. Falls off his glove. The runner at second was ready to tag up. He ended up taking off, only ended up on third. But we will now see two runners in scoring position here for the Mustangs.
Well, let's take a look at this here. Lifted, plenty of time to get under. Might have just got lost a little bit in the sun. The wind maybe misjudged it, but as it nonetheless, two Mustangs out of the stable and on the base pass and in scoring position.
And so that will count as an error against Provo.
And head coach of the Bulldogs, Lance Moore, making a trip out.
Yeah, Coach Moore has been very vocal from the dugout. And now he wants to talk a little bit with the team. This was the one that had him a little worked up over there, just wondering if that was a check swing or not. It was close. I'll give him credit for that. I mean, it was definitely a close one that needs to be conversed about.
That's right. As we see it from the other angle, I think that's the primo shot. Because
it's almost from his angle. I mean, we're just off the side of the dugout over here. Let's from that second camera angle.
Ooh, it's tight. I'll just tell you this, Caden. I don't envy an umpire's job.
Interesting. They are going to intentionally walk here. Yeah, they're going to intentionally walk. The umpire's telling him, hey, you got first, buddy. So Ryder Bradford ends up on first with an intentional walk. And that way, yes, it does load up all the bases, but now you've got force outs everywhere.
3 to get.
You're also getting rid of Bradford, who's a pretty good bat. First pitch, low. Thought that maybe was tickling the strike zone, but it did just go low. Brody Johnson, catcher, now stands at the dish.
And Johnson got to feel a little bit of disrespect from the intentional walk, bringing him to the plate. Let's see if he's able to show that he is ready to go, and they should have never intentionally walked to get to him to load the bases.
Difference being Bradford is a 341 hitter. Is this one's hit, and is it going to fall in? It does, a base hit. Make it an RBIs. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and the Mustangs are on top off the bat of Brody Johnson.
And Brody Johnson just proved that that was not the decision to make. Don't intentionally walk the batter in front of me and load him up, because I'm going to smack one out to right field, bring in 2 runs, and break the ice in this game. What a slap hit that was. And, man, like you said, maybe the business decision made there, taking the lower average, but Brody proves him wrong there.
And he'll bring up Welsh, who's also a good hitter here. 386. And that goes inside. It falls back, but not quite across the zone. Top of the third inning, we finally see our first score of the game. 2 runs here from the Mustangs. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled away. He's really liking that off speed lately, you know, whether it's the slider, the changeup, you know, things like that. He's liking stuff with a little bit more movement on it right now. We haven't seen too many fastballs here in this inning.
A lot of times you hear in the MLB watching games, he took a little off that off-speed pitch. He's taken a lot off. And I think it's the difference between the 86 to 87 mile per hour fastball and we just clocked a 71 mile per hour changeup. It's putting these Mustangs.
Yeah, you're a 15 mile an hour difference.
Yeah.
You know, that's easy to get ahead of if you're a batter. 1-2. Runners go. This one goes high. The throw over to second. And he got him.
Oh, wow.
I'm shocked that the runner at third didn't go, but what a throwdown from Lancaster.
Let's check. Watch the hop on this ball. It hops right into the mitt on line with the runner.
That crossed over the chest of Johnson as he was making his way over to second. He was making the slide, crossed over his chest into the glove, the easiest tag ever. He slid right into the tag.
That's right.
Ball gets away. Runner's going to take off for home. The throw to the pitcher is there, and the tag, he is out.
Golbranson fielding his position. Let's check it out on the We Win Injury Law replay. As that's a tight play, but the big fella gets off the mound and gets to where he needs to be to make the second out of the inning.
Well, just like that, nobody on base anymore.
I think he got there.
Oh, that was so close. Now nobody on base and 2 outs away. Aggressive from the Mustangs. And that pitch will ring him up for strike 3 and out number 3. So Provo had their back against the wall. They did give up 2 runs, but ultimately they take care of the Mustangs without too much damage done. We'll see if they can answer back here in the bottom of the third inning on KSLSports.com.
Cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
So the pitcher now up to the plate. And he'll take a swing and a miss here for Will Golbranson.
Golbranson kind of holding the bat like a young Gary Sheffield. He's got that little sway to the bat above his head.
And he'll hit a ripper down the third base line. He'll round first, take a look, and stay there with a base hit.
I like the stance, and I like the swing
It's
from
kind of a
Golbranson.
Shohei stance.
Yeah.
Shohei has that stance nowadays, too. It doesn't look all that enforcing from the get-go, but then he swings the bat, and you're like, okay, no, there's power there.
That's right, and a courtesy runner coming in for the Bulldogs for Golbranson.
So Golbranson on first, and back to the top of the lineup with Tavin Lancaster. Lancaster, one of my favorite baseball numbers, number 21.
Favorite 21.
Sammy Sosa.
I'm Roberto Clemente.
Yeah.
Even though I never watched him play.
I don't care about the allegations. That was prime baseball in the 90s and the early 2000s. It was fun.
Love the steroid era.
Yeah,
it was
it
more
good
fun.
times. It was a fun time.
Producer chimes in. She loves number 3.
That's her favorite.
Yeah.
It's number 3,
Sweet Babe Ruth.
Pickoff attempt, and that was close. He gets back safely.
I'm trying to think of some other notable number 21s.
Gonna have to do some research on that for us.
That's right. I'll get on that.
This pitch called strike. 1-1 now the count with 1 on and no outs. And again, Provo scoreless, so they got to try to do something here as Mountain Crest was able to get on the board. In the last game that we saw, it was a very low-scoring affair, and we've seen a few of these where 2 runs might do it. Snow Canyon won the game last night with 2 runs. As this one's another one called strike. So we've seen games being won by teams that only score 2 runs. You just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, the notables. Sammy Sosa, your guy. Roberto, my guy. And how about the Rocket, Roger Clemens?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
This one's hit well going down the line, and it is going to land foul. Giving it chase out there was Jensen, and boy, did he give chase. He was actually a little closer than I thought he was going to be as we get a good look on it down the line.
Good shot by
Kevin
Coach
Cave over there on
doing
the
a
cam.
good job.
Good looking shot down the line. Good zoom work.
That's right. I need to take some lessons from him.
First he'll give you BP, and then he'll give you a little tutorial on the camera.
That's right. It's a renaissance man, that Kevin Cave.
Taking a look in, a look over at first. Set. And the throw is away. Johnson wanted to attempt a back pick, but he decided to stop and look. Two-two.
W2, Jeff.
Here's the look, the pitch. And that one also goes low, full count.
You got it.
Still no outs. Smith sitting on 36 pitches.
Smith really the ace of the staff for Mountain Crest. He's done a really good job all season long on the mound.
This is a good hit through the gap. Tavon Lancaster gets aboard, pushing a runner into scoring position, and it's another single here for the Bulldogs.
That's right. Was just talking up Smith, but how about this? That ball exit velo probably scorching hot coming off the bat. Now 2 runners on for the Bulldogs, who are down 2, but that can change in a hurry, as we've seen in multiple games since we've gotten to Kearns High School. Games flip fast.
No outs, 2 runners on. And this ball gets away. Runners are going to take off. Johnson gets to the ball, and everyone's going to be safe very easily. The runners all advance, and Mountain Crest now no force out on second and third. The only force out over on first. And again, no outs. So this is a situation that Provo was in the top of the inning. And they just said, advance the runner, let's get a force out at every base. It did not pay off for them. They lost 2 runs on it.
That's right.
Mountain Crest willing to play through it here as this one's fouled away.
No outs for the Mustangs. So they've got to, Mason Smith got to work here, show why he is the ace of the staff. All season long been solid. 5-1, 2.08 ERA.
And that goes high, inches from his face. If he didn't shave this morning, that ball took care of it.
That's right. Long hold here from Smith, trying to change up the pace.
Fouled away. Good one to swing at, protecting the zone. And the count now goes 2-2. Still no force out, obviously, besides first, but 2 runners in scoring position. Provo's got some opportunity here to try to even things up. Here's the pitch. And that'll get him for strike 3.
That ball dive bombed in the bottom of the zone. Man, that tremor down low. I mean, look at this. As it just dives, not any way to go fishing for that one. So, good-looking pitch from Mason Smith. As we see there on the side view from Kevin Cave, camera operator down in the dugout. Double D doing a little work over there as well.
Taking a look here in a strike. And we'll see what Garrick Orchard can cook up here.
Better name Gehrig or Ripken, which we saw yesterday as well.
I think that's all up to...
it's subjective.
I think it's all up to who are you a fan of?
Yes. Now, me being an East Coast guy, not far from Baltimore.
You're just a hop, skip away from Baltimore.
Right. 2 hours away from where Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. used to...
You lean a little more Ripken?
I do. The Iron Man.
I want to say it's the Ridgeline team that has a Maddox and a Murphy, and I still feel like as this one nearly gets away, I feel like that parent must have been a Braves fan.
Yes.
Throwing some of those names out there.
Those are some kids that were born around the 90s, into the 2000s.
Yep.
Braves had a great run there.
Good run.
Only one championship for that Braves, wannabe dynasty, but
it was a fun team.
It was a fun team for sure.
Now going inside and low, and Mountain Crest fans wanted it, but I do think that was the correct call.
They wanted that one for sure. It's borderline pitch, but
and if we had ABS right now, maybe that's a challenge that the catcher throws out. But this is high school baseball. ABS doesn't exist here.
No ABS at our disposal, so.
And that one fouled away. Garrick's able to get a little bit of a piece of it. Now, that's one of the things right now. Big conversations, of course, across major leagues is the integration of ABS.
Mm-hmm.
Something that, of course, we maybe don't see it here at the high school level, and maybe never will.
Sure.
It's an expensive system.
Yeah, it is. Hasn't even really made its way to the college game, if I believe.
It's just in the minors. It's in AAA.
Yeah.
Of course, AAA tested it first. And this is good contact. Taking a hop over to second, and it gets through. One run will score. One will round third, and that'll be 2 runs to tie it up for the Bulldogs off of the bat of Garrick Orchard.
An Orchard here, it's a game of inches as we see on the We Win Injury Law replay. This high hop just squirts under the mitt. I mean, sometimes an inch here, a bounce, it makes a huge difference, and that bounce brings in 2 runs.
Elijah Alava will now come up to the plate. He had a sharp hit grounder over to third, and that ended up being the last out of the first inning. So he was able to throw it over to first. And he'll rip this one back. It's deep, and it is gone. Elijah Alava, the 2-run shot, and the Provo Bulldogs will take the lead.
Elijah Alava, hot as lava, as that baby was scorched out of here. No doubter. Brings the Bulldogs up front now as they started this inning 2 runs down, now 2 runs up.
And the Bulldogs will swarm him as he makes his way back to the dugout. Hot as lava. I like that,
Yeah,
Paulie.
Trying to work it in, buddy.
That put a smile on my face. Let's check it out here on the replay, brought to you by We Win Injury Law. And you can see out there in the left that Bradford
slammed the mitt down.
He was a little frustrated with that one.
Absolutely. Might have thought he would have had a shot at it, but it just kept flying away. The volcano of lava erupted, buddy, as that was a big shot.
It was indeed. First pitch fouled away to Trey Cece. Good pitch, just off the zone.
And all the while, still 1 out for the Bulldogs.
That's exactly right.
And this is far from over. If Smith, that's a good response.
It's a good chop, got a nick of it. And that was it. 1-2 the count. Smith trying to dial it in here. Which goes high.
83 for Smith on that last pitch on the gun from the dugout here. Or from the press box, I should say, here at Kearns High School, Gatesfield.
Keeps finding that same spot. It's just a little too low for the umpire's liking. And it's another full count for Assisi. And that got him. And that even hit the catcher in the helmet as well after it ricocheted off of the arm of Assisi.
A double plunk there for Smith. As
that
two birds with one stone on that
might
throw.
have even been a triple plunk because it also got the umpire.
It did. I think I heard 3 separate sounds there. You're right.
Yeah, triple plunk, we'll call it.
And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound.
Now, I don't know if Smith's afternoon is going to be over or not, or if he is planning on just, having a conversation. Hasn't talked to him yet. This is the first mound visit.
Would presume Mountain Crest saved Smith for today.
He is a good pitcher. He's got good control. He's thrown some good stuff. Provo's just now here in the third inning been able to find it. They're finally locating what he's throwing out there.
And we saw Rouser yesterday. He was a stud.
Man, what a game.
Yeah. To hold that Snow Canyon lineup to just 2 runs through 7 innings.
Yeah, that was, and that was one of those where if you're Snow Canyon, they tip their cap to him and just said, man, what a game you had.
Game respects game type kind of thing.
Yeah. Game. And that was kind of how the game was this morning with Crimson Cliffs and Timpanogos. After it was over, I saw a couple Timpanogos players that once the celebration was over, they went to shake hands. They were just, hey, good game. Like, they were genuinely impressed with the game that just happened. And that is a called strike here to Drevin Christensen.
But you look at Rouser, he was a guy that controlled from the mound, and there's not another position in any other sport that has more control over a game than a pitcher.
Yep.
So Mason Smith, let's see if he can wiggle through this. I'm not sure what that meeting on the mound was about. Obviously, they didn't pull him, but I think they're warning him that.
I think sometimes it's just a conversation to try to calm him down. You know? This one goes high as well. So now it's 2-1 on the count.
It's kind of happened a little bit to Tyler Ransom of the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Was cruising through 4, and then Desert Hills opened up that big inning on him.
Runner's going to go. Called strike, and he is at second safely. Trey Assisi putting the wheels in motion.
And a good steal there from Provo as they're trying to capitalize on a big inning here. A crooked number already put up 4 runs, looking for more.
Drevin Christensen again at the plate. This ball gets away, and Johnson tried to pop up real quick and maybe attempting a pickoff throw all the way down there to second on the big leadoff from Assisi. Couldn't control the ball. Full count now here to Christensen. Here's the pitch. And he got him, rung him up. He was already taking the walk over to first with the fourth ball.
This is kind of a stabilizer strikeout for Smith. I felt maybe his outing was teetering, maybe of maybe seeing him move to the field potentially, but he is going to keep fighting through. This is a gritty performance here in this inning. You never want to allow 4 runs and relinquish the lead, but he is fighting tooth and nail to get through this inning.
Down goes low. I'm still really liking what Smith is doing here. He's at 62 pitches.
Still touching good velocity. Let's get a accurate read on that fastball.
This one's fouled away.
That one was 78 on the gun from Smith.
Smith now with 4 strikeouts here in this game so far, following that one to Drevin Christensen, who he struck out twice. And that's called strike.
Good frame by Johnson there, holding it for the spot for the umpire. Just an extra tick there, just giving him a little extra time to review that.
Now remember last time with Andrew Vinicio, he struck him out as well, and he kept throwing that changeup that dropped on him every single time. And I haven't seen it yet with this at-bat.
He's going to call for time as Smith was taking a more deliberate pace now with the lead relinquished. I feel like his rhythm kind of a little altered at this point. That'll help.
And that was about the same pitch that he was swinging at last at-bat. Fouls this one away.
Thought that was going to be an out in foul territory. It kind of lofted up, but it found its way into the bleachers here. And see, a pitcher, of just one frame, if you can fight through, you can restabilize in the dugout, get cooled down, get your jitters gone, and pitch great. I feel like this is a monumentous pitch.
And this one's on a little slow roller. The throw from Smith, and he got it there. Unbelievable. Let's check this out. What a throw.
And look at this, out of the box, gunning down the line, but it's just in time. Look at that. Pulls the helmet off in frustration.
The more difficult thing was keeping your foot on the base.
Sure.
We're going to see it one more time running down the baseline here. And watch over there on first base as Pierce has to go track it down, and he switched feet on the base. And that'll be out number 3 just like that. But not after the Bulldogs score 4. It was a good inning for Provo here as they took the lead back into their hands. And we will head to the 4th here on KSLSports.com. Don't go anywhere.
Hooters Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile Scooters Coffee. Open 7 days a week.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home because home is who we are.
Everest, K2, and now the Mountain by Mountain Mike's Pizza. The mountain-sized pizza is a massive 20 inches wide, delivering 20 slices and a mountain of toppings. Order yours now by using our mobile app.
Warning, what you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
Here we are, top of the 4th inning. And we've got a 4-2 game. And after all that scoring from Provo, now Mountain Crest needs to try to find the momentum back in their favor. First pitch. Going off the mark. This is number 16, Dalton Pearson. Flew out to center his last at-bat. We'll see what he's got here. This one goes high.
84 on the gun from Gulbranson there. Still got a lot of life in that fastball.
Yeah, he's going fastball. Both of them high. So now facing off 3-0. He locates it here for the strike.
One count now.
This one's on a grounder. Takes a hop into the glove of the shortstop. The throw over to first is good from Moore to Alava, and that'll be out number 1.
Yeah, a good play here. Just kind of a clean easy pick and throw over to first. And that's a good start for Goldenson here, as he's now in line to get the win if he can hold the score serve or add on more for the Bulldogs.
Levi Jensen now at the plate. He'll dive out of the way of the high fastball. See, now number 6 was my personal favorite baseball number because that's the one that I wore.
Nice. There you go.
And he got him there.
I always liked 7. Mickey Mantle. Always wanted a Mickey Mantle signed baseball as a kid.
There you go. This one off the handle of the bat, and that'll be good for out number 2.
Weird sound. You could tell it was not off any good part to barrel the ball up. So
end capped it from our producer over here. Get a better angle on it.
Producer. I think I said producer before. You said producer. How about we just Tara Atkin doing a great job over there.
Getting the eye on where the ball hit the bat over there.
She's running the stream. She's got the gun. She's got everything going over there.
That's the thing about baseball is, listen, you got to hit that sweet spot of the bat.
Yeah.
Or you get things like that. Little bloopers over there to short for the easy out. So count 1-1, 2 away, nobody on. Here's the pitch. This is a good hard hit. Fielded well. Throw to first is there in time. And that's it. Out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. And the bottom of the lineup gets put away. And Provo will have a chance to extend their lead when we come back here in the bottom of the 4th inning at Gates Field, Kearns High School.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 13 years of local experience. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
We Win Injury Law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that role.
Provo leads, and Provo will have a chance to add to it here with the 8th batter in the lineup, leading off here in the 4th inning, Max Hereford. One thing about our location here, as he'll foul this one away, is we are nearly in a flight path for the Salt Lake City airport. So we're seeing lots of planes flying over all the time right here. Plenty of airplanes crossing our path.
That's right.
Now I'm going inside, cutting back. I thought that was trending right towards him, but Hereford gets out of the way. It's kind of 1-1. That pitch high. Smith still cooking here with 69 pitches, we'll say. 69, 70 pitches.
Touched 80 on that last one, so still some life from Smith.
And he got him swinging here with the changeup that fell off.
Took a lot off that one. 69 on the gun.
Two is the count. This one's hit high. Wind pushing it foul. Can he get there and right? And he does for the out. Jensen Makes his way all the way over and is able to grab it for the first out of the inning.
Of all the days we've been out here, I feel like, or of the 2 days we've been out here, I have not seen many plays made in that far corner in foul territory. There's just not a lot of room out there.
Not a lot of room. So on the right field side, you're going out towards the bullpen. This one's fouled away. Left field side, it's there's some sort of building out there, some grass and stuff like that, but it does definitely get narrow near the foul poles.
And how many feet do you think that is from foul line to
13?
The wall?
We'll say. This one's heading right for that same direction. Is Jensen going to get there again? And he does.
Look at that.
Deja vu over here at Gates Field for the first 2 outs of the inning.
Haven't seen many all week, but we see 2 in back-to-back batters. Wow, that one did touch foul ground, right? Yeah, foot crossed over. I'd say it's a
landed
foul territory.
If you would have let that one go, it would have been a foul ball. So that will bring up Lancaster. Tavin Lancaster coming up. He did get on base with his first 2 at-bats already, so.
And he has the propensity to hit the long ball, tied for the team lead with 4.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 today. This is his 3rd at-bat. So now he's only getting on base, he's getting hits. That one was high and inside. 1-0 is the count.
Touching 70 on that off speed.
And that one bouncing off the dirt just behind the plate. Umpire will check that baseball, give him a fresh one. Wipe it clean, put it back in the old pocket. Maybe you'll dump it off to the side. This one located well from Smith for the first strike of the at-bat, touching 81. That would be the one thing I would love to add to our broadcast here if it was ever possible is, of course, the digital miles per hour. I love to see what the kids are throwing, you know?
Sure.
We kind of get it ourselves here when we have a radar with us, which is rare. We don't always keep one on us. We don't always sit to where we can actually read it.
That's right.
We are capable of doing that right now, but integrating that into the digital systems that we have is probably a no-go for this tournament, but it would be cool. This one's hit well on a line. It's going to fall into left center field. He'll round first and head for second. And he's going to be in there safely, but it was close.
He was flying like Speedy Gonzalez around the bases there. It looked like a speed demon, man. Look at that.
Now that's the guy, Tavin Lancaster.
I mean, they fielded that cleanly, and the throw in was a good one, but he beat that by a good margin there.
Yeah, he's got some wheels. He was cooking around those bases. So Lancaster now 3 for 3. How about that? A single, and a double. This brings up Dawson Moore. Pitch goes away. And low for ball 1. Four to 2, all 4 runs for the Bulldogs. Actually, really, I'll just say all 6 runs collectively all coming in the 3rd inning. This one's ripped and past the glove. Couldn't get there at short. He'll round third, head for home, and he'll be sliding in safely with the RBI single off the bat of Dawson Moore.
And Moore with another just solidly struck ball. And the Bulldogs are barking today, baby. I mean, they are out and loud in the dugout after that 5th run crosses the plate.
So just like that, another run on the board for the Bulldogs, 5 to 2. Good first pitch of the at-bat.
Now, obviously, both these teams took losses in Game 1 at Kearns Field, but it's really impressive Provo's resolve. I mean, this is a team, as that one's really tight.
Oof,
That might have hit him.
It got him.
Did hit him.
Garrick Orchard finds his way to first, pushing Dawson Moore to second.
I mean, just last night, this Provo team lost 13-3 in a 10-run rule game. And now they are bringing the fight to the Mustangs today offensively.
To a team that took the #1 team in the state and put them up against the ropes, and nearly, I mean, they scored the one run they had in the final inning, had a chance to maybe make a push and walk it off. They could not get to that point.
Gotta just say both these teams were in battles yesterday, but I mean, obviously Mountain Crest is very impressive, taking the #1 overall seed in the entire bracket to the final inning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Ridgeline, a good team, of course, the 10-run Provo, but this is a...
Ball gets away, and runners advance. Now remember, Elijah Alava hit that home run with his last at-bat. Now I'm not expecting 2 in a row. Easier said than done for sure, but this guy's got a good bat.
You mean I might be able to say the lava bit again?
I'm just saying keep it in your back pocket.
All right, I'll have it ready, buddy.
They're going to intentionally walk him. Yeah, you know what? I think maybe somebody heard me say what I just said and was like, oh, yeah, we did give this guy a home run his last at-bat.
He does lead the team with 5, so, I mean, it makes sense if you're going to walk anybody. Maybe a lob.
Now, remember, they did this back in the 3rd inning. They intentionally walked, was this the other way around? It was the other way around where Mountain Crest was intentionally walked, and they just barely beamed a guy and brought in a run. Wow.
And this is the second time the free pass, the intentional walk, has come back to bite the team that does it.
Yeah,
the Mustangs, like you were alluding to, got the 2-run single.
Yeah. So Brody Johnson, the catcher, comes up. It's a 2-run RBI after Ryder Bradford was intentionally walked. So that happened for Mountain Crest in the top of the 3rd. We just see it again now here for Provo in the bottom of the 4th. Now here's the thing, though. It's not over yet. There's a good chance that, yes, they just hit a guy, which brought in a run. The bases are still loaded.
Yeah.
You know, the effects of that intentional walk are still there. Had they not intentionally walked and that would have happened, yeah, now the bases would be loaded, sure, but nobody would have scored.
Yeah, you just
keep
walked
that in
a
mind.
run in.
It's always the what ifs, right?
That's a good point, yeah.
In an alternate universe, what would have happened? But instead, we will see a pitching change coming up here for Mountain Crest. We're going to be seeing number 5. Looks like it's sophomore Kellen Smith on the mound. So we'll take a break. Step aside. We'll give you more on Smith when we return here to KSLSports.com. And 4A Baseball, presented by UCCU. Love where you bank. We'll be back after this.
Hello, sports fans. It's Boo Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill. Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice. Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Back at it here where the Provo Bulldogs lead this one 6-2, and they've got bases loaded. 2 outs are away, though, so a force out at any base could bring this inning to an end. And as of right now, Again, Provo leading the way. This is Drevin Christensen, and he has yet to see himself get on base. So if you are the Mustangs, this is the guy you want to see at the plate. He struck out both of his at-bats. So again, we do have a new pitcher on the mound. This is Kellen Smith. He's a sophomore with a 1.4 ERA, 7 appearances. Pretty good ERA through 7 appearances.
Sure. Really good work for the sophomore.
Still missing a player, though.
And now, the cat and mouse game ensues as long look into the catcher.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And this one swung and missed, and ball nearly gets away from the catcher. He's able to track it down quickly. And I don't know if there's a time, what's going on exactly, but Coach Moore coming over to have a quick chat with the umpire behind the plate. And we're back at it. Here's Smith to look in. And it's low. 2-1.
Tense moments here. Gates Field. This could be where the floodgates open for the Bulldogs, or the Mustangs keep it tight.
That swung on and missed. One more strike could put this inning away.
And that'd be one more strike putting the inning away. Would be sweet, sweet music to Coach Hansen.
And Christensen will call time. And he does already have 2 strikeouts. I'm sure he doesn't want a third. You know, you get in this mode, and it's never fun, but you want to try to find a way to get out of it, get some contact. Even getting contact sometimes feels like a win.
Yes.
Putting something in play. See what he's got here on the 2-2. Deuce is wild. And that one is in play and scooped up easily. That'll be out number 3 from Pearson over at third. But 2 runs are scored for Provo. They extend that lead 6-2 here on KSLSports.com. We take a look here at the replay. Down the line. And again, an easy scoop and out.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also...
Top of the 5th inning. And Mountain Crest trying to answer back. And this one will not help as it bypasses just about everybody. Luckily, we have an umpire he's a large man of stature back there. He's a big guy. Took it right to the chest. Didn't even flinch.
Tougher than me, for sure.
You would have taken that and went, ah.
Yeah. I would have flinched.
Okay, yep. You would have ducked out of the way, too.
That's right.
That's the thing is, an umpire, you're trying to trust your catcher.
Yeah.
You're trusting that catcher's going to do the job.
Umpires got to be flinch-proof. They got to be over that in this stage of their life because they see a lot of balls
Flying right.
Fastball is coming right down the pike.
Right towards him. That one broke low. 2-1 now the count. Provo continuing on here with Will Goldbrinson. Fastball goes low. And now 3-1.
And talked about some of the pitching performances of this state tournament since we've been at Kearns High School. And is this pitch on the way? Oh,
when he
falls
slipped.
down.
Is he okay is the question. And he pops right back up. But he lost the batter. Mason Smith gets aboard. Ethan Nielsen. Come on up.
We talked about Trent Chris, Rouser, some of the great performances we've seen through 2 days, and Goldbrinson's got to be put in that conversation now. 3 innings of 2-run ball, and really kept the base pass pretty empty for the most part. Worked out of most jams.
That ball goes low as well.
Goldbrinson's got the prototypical college next-level pitcher's body. Big, strong kid. Big, broad shoulders. Good height.
Got there. That was a phenomenal pickoff attempt to get Mason Smith. Let's check it out on the replay. Look at it one more time here. Yeah, just a little ahead of it, but great attempt. Goldbrinson. And now he doesn't have to worry about the runner on base anymore. Just focus on the batter, and we play ball. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and that one gets away as well. That was headed right for Nielsen. So now it is quickly 3-0. And Nielsen will walk.
After picking off the man on first base, Goldbrinson puts one right back there for the Mustangs. And
it looks like a quick conversation amongst players, not a coach meeting necessarily, just a conversation amongst teammates. You just want to have, again, this is one of those conversations where, by the way, you do have Coach over here with the microphone on. He's got the catcher's ear. So he may be talking to the catcher it's a meeting on the mound without being a meeting on the mound from a coach, as he can relay information to his catcher.
Interesting.
So they'll come back out. 2 walks in a row, of course, from Goldbrinson. You know, you win some, you lose some. He wins with the pickoff, a phenomenal pickoff over there to Mason Smith.
Still kind of mesmerized by the meeting on the mound without Coach Lance Moore.
He didn't leave the
That's right.
The door to the dugout. This one's a ball low here to Jackson Pierce, first baseman for the Mustangs. Pierce hits this one over into no man's land. And there's no play there from Vinicio.
And that's what it's looked like most of the week. Balls that fly out there. Even though we had those back-to-back that were caught.
If you're just tuning in, we were talking about how anything hit over there hasn't really been all that playable, and we got 2 in a row that were caught out there.
Right after I said it.
Yeah, right after we made comment on it.
It's all right. Shallow out there, but
yeah,
there's plays to be made. We'll say that.
That's right. Goldbrinson will reset. Looks over at the runner on first. Here's the pitch. This one's hammered right up the middle. It's a base hit for Jackson Pierce, and he will move a runner along into scoring position. And the Mustangs aren't done yet.
Oh, no, plenty of time here for him, and Pierce just maybe ignites the rally here for the Mustangs as they need to put runs on the board in a hurry, down 4, getting into the later stages. We're in the bottom of the 4th here.
You look at that pickoff that happened, and you're thinking, man, with the walks that happened, he would have been standing on second. He could have come around and scored just barely.
Sure.
With 0 outs.
The what-ifs of
baseball, man.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately for them, and fortunately for Provo, they get the pickoff. And now Coach Moore's going to head out there and have a legit conversation, a face-to-face meeting. He's not going to Skype call from the dugout. We love some technology in baseball. I think that's something that has been heavily accepted in the world of at least the MLB, right?
Sure.
We've talked about ABS a lot because that is the new system to the world of baseball, automatic ball strike system. You do have pitch comm for your catchers and things like that, and even pitchers at the professional level have a little comm in their hat. There's still some old school things. Sometimes just an old school meeting on the mound, a little conversation between catcher and pitcher.
Yeah.
Baseball is a very traditional American sport, and keeping those traditions alive as much as we can, we love that.
Absolutely. America's pastime.
America's pastime. Breaking ball goes on a shallow hop over to second, and they are able to get the force out at first. That extends the runners over to second and third.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest juncture of this game for Mountain Crest as they look to potentially get some runs on the board. One hit to the outfield here, you can bring in 2 with a good jump off of second base.
Well, Brody Johnson already has an RBI. He was able to bat in the first 2 runs of the game. As this one's popped up.
Way up.
Does it get caught in the wind, though? It does not. That will be out number 3. Provo is able to get out of it with no score. That remains 6-2 as we now go to the bottom of the 5th inning here on KSLSports.com, presented by UCCU Insurance.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
We Win Injury Law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
Back out of here, bottom of the 5th inning, and leading off is going to be Yendry Venicio. Grateful for all of those that help us with sponsorships for 4A baseball. As Venicio hammers, and he throws his bat high in the air. And it's going to be a solo shot from Yendry Vinicio.
Vinicio sends an absolute jolt into that ball, and he knew it immediately. The bat flip into the air, high into the air, by the way. And he's celebrating down the line. He's doing the gritty as he touches home plate. Oh, man. Gotta love that. Just the straight passion for the game from Vinicio there. Let's look at him coming. Look at this bat flip. It goes high into the air, and he just knows it right away.
Well, and the umpires are going to have a conversation because they feel – I will not be surprised if they feel like it was excessive celebration, we'll say, from Vinicio. Because, I mean, watch him. He's cheering all the way around the bases.
He is. And I love the expression of, kind of swagger and all that. But, yeah, that towards the end. I mean, it gets a little demonstrative from Vinicio.
It's a little wild there towards the end. So, well, I'm curious what they call it here because, of course, the home run is good. Like, I mean,
you're not
ball
taking a
goes
run
over
off
the
the
fence.
board. Yeah.
Right, the ball goes over the fence.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a warning here.
But is it some sort of warning? What is it? What is the final call here? As the umpires are going to have a bit of a discussion. And it's unfortunate in some ways for Provo because, look, you hit a home run, you're excited. I understand the celebration. This is my personal theory in high school baseball specifically. I just don't want to see you taunting the other team. If you're hyping up your own team, I'm okay with it. I'm cool with it. If you're taunting the other team, but at what point does, doing the gritty to home plate, does that...
Right. We got two examples. We were there at Snow Canyon. Cade Kelch throws his bat high into the air. Coach Sechrist goes crazy, gets ejected, all that. And that was just a bat flip to your dugout, that example.
Sure.
But I think Vinicio, a little bit down the third base line, a little jig down the line, kind of might have.
Well, they haven't come over here to the scorers or nothing. They just had a conversation with Coach, so maybe it is a warning because there hasn't been anything over here to us to just say, hey, this is what's going on. And it looks like we are going to get that now. So we'll kind of see what exactly is going to be said. So Okay, so they're going – this is interesting. Okay, they're going to eject him for the bat flip. The home run will count, and that is that.
And like I said, we saw Kelch do the bat flip earlier in the regular season. It's a big moment. A big moment, a bat flip. And it was. The dancing down the line, I think, was a little bit much, but.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so.
Interesting decision, though.
Yeah, so they go with an ejection here.
Yeah. That would surprise me.
I mean, again, we kind of discussed this. At what point is the celebration too much, right?
How much is it with your team?
How much is too much?
Versus taunting the other team. That's kind of the question there, and the umpires decided.
As this one's going to go up the middle, and it'll be a base hit for Max Hereford.
And we were told when the Kelch one happened in the regular season, it's a judgment call by the umpire.
Fair.
It is a judgment call through and through. So the crew here gets together, and they figured a little too much excessive celebration, I guess I would think.
Yeah, and that's understandable. That is what they're going to go with. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
If you're a Provo fan, you might not love it, but I get it. Pulls back on that, but it's a called strike. And a runner on first. So it feels like, in some ways, we're trying to reset here. This has kind of been a wild turn of events here. There are no outs. That was the leadoff batter. And, just strange.
Yeah.
Strange occurrences here.
It is. As that ball
going inside. Yep, high and tight indeed.
I feel like like you said, a reset there. That was a good little stoppage. Try and clear that up after the big home run. When the dust settles, a 5-run lead for the Bulldogs. And like you mentioned, no outs in the inning.
This is good contact off the bat, and it will drop in. It's a base hit.
The Bulldogs not just barking now, they're biting because they are offense hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, Goldburnson getting the single. And I think for Provo right now, they're feeling like, hey, you know what? It's okay. Our guy gets ejected. Okay, fair. You know, I think the players are like, yeah, we don't love it, but I get it. But they're coming out swinging. They're still feeling hyped. They're still trying to show that, hey, we don't deserve to go home just yet. So they continue on. That pitch in there for a strike. Back to the top of the lineup here shortly. We've got Ty Nielsen actually coming up at the moment. Or no, this is Tavin Lancaster. Excuse me, they have it wrong on our game changer here. This is Tavin Lancaster, who again has had a hit every single at bat. As I say that, he launches one all the way back to the wall. It's caught, and they have to go back. No tag up was made, and everybody is back. What a catch out there from Bradford and left.
Steps away from the wall for a home run here, but like you say, good shot from our camera guy Michael up top, as just enough room on the track to make that catch for the second out.
So how about that as, again, what an inning we've had. This has been, this has been very strange. We've seen just about everything in some ways. Good pitch, stayed a little high. So it's a 1-0 count. And two aboard, attempting the pickoff attempt.
My bad.
So we reset again. Back on the mound. And this is Smith, the sophomore. As mentioned before, we've seen a lot of underclassmen, freshmen, sophomores on the mound, even, controlling the game.
It's been a youth movement throughout the entire, see a little frustration there out on the mound. So let's see, can gather here, 2 outs to get.
Yeah, Dawson Moore, another one of these sophomores. We got 2 sophomores facing off. Good pitch, just couldn't quite locate it. As he backs off the mound. 3-0 is the count. He's wanting to pitch strikes, but Smith keeps making some motions like he's frustrated right now with his pitching attempts.
He's trying to locate and doing a really good job of gritting through this inning, but
that one goes high, and that'll walk him.
That'll load him up.
Loads up the bases indeed, and we'll see if there's any sort of conversation with coaches coming out, but at the moment, everyone stays put, and we'll see Garrick Orchard.
Yeah, no movement in the dugout, so we're going to play on here.
Nobody warming up either. We're not seeing anyone in the bullpen for either side, should I mention. Bullpens are quiet. And right now the Mountain Crest dugout fairly quiet. And that's another ball. So we've seen 5 straight balls thrown from Smith. And there will be a conversation now between at least pitcher and catcher.
And it looks like for Mountain Crest, Coach Hansen was on the top step and then took a step down. So maybe he's letting his pitcher-catcher meeting kind of take over for his meeting. It looked like he was about to kind of make his way out to the mound. But let's see if that pitcher-catcher meeting on the mound fixes things for Smith.
This pitch again, couldn't locate it. It's one of the hardest things as a pitcher sometimes is once you've thrown enough balls in a row, the idea of throwing a strike, it seems so daunting. And so getting that one across, and he's looking for one here, of course. And he continues to go high. That could be a daunting task to try to throw that first strike when you haven't thrown one in a while.
And I think Orchard is doing the right thing here. Even me, who loves the 3-0 swing, I would not swing here because Smith has been yet to locate in the last 5-6 pitches.
And now it's called strike. And Orchard throws the bat, thinking, maybe that is outside enough. But but it's nice. You on the 3-0, you throw the strike. But if I'm Orchard, I'm like, I don't know. Do I lay off and risk a count going full here? I guess it depends. Keep an eye on the ball, see what happens. And that one was thrown in the zone. He gets a bat on the ball. Tag up from third after the catch is made, and that'll be another run scored for Provo. And runners will advance.
An effective sacrifice. And kind of tailing towards foul ground, takes a weird kind of angle and trajectory, but this throw way lofted over the head brings in another run for the Bulldogs, and we got 8-2 on the scoreboard now.
"12 hits for Provo here in this game.
It just looks like a totally different team than the team we saw last night.
Yeah. And that's a called strike.
3 runs they amassed last night, and 8 through not even 5 here today.
Yeah. If you really want to get into it, they had 0 through the first couple. So, I mean, they've done all their work across 3 innings.
Yeah.
Pitch goes high to Elijah Olava. Olava already with a home run to his name. Had a 2-run shot. Here's the pitch. That goes inside. And count 2-1. Runners in scoring position, 2 away. Mountain Crest has a chance to put an end to it.
Got to nail this down if you're Smith.
And this one's going to be hit into difficult territory. The catch is made over at second. Good play from Simper.
Simper made a lot of good plays throughout these first 2 days of the tournament, and another one there.
So after that, we have 2 runs scored off 2 hits, and the score now 8-2 for the Provo Bulldogs. They'll head back out to the field, try to get a few more outs here, and close this one out against the Mustangs here on KSLSports.com.
Bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Welcome back to the UCCU Savings Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Back here at the yard, Gates Field, your home for the 4A state championships on KSLSports.com, presented by UCCU. Love where you bank. Grateful for all of our local partners and sponsors that are bringing us 4A baseball. So we do have a substitution going on because there was an ejection. Number 10, Yendry Vinicio, was ejected because of his bat flip after his home run. And that's going to bring Jet Strickland in to play right field.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question here.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to Jose Batista, you remember that bat flip?
I do. The one where he just chucks it.
On a scale of 1 to that, where would you put that bat flip at? I felt it was relatively high,
if
but
Jose
not.
Batista's a 10?
Yes.
That was a solid 7.
7, okay.
Yeah.
So you think it's,
this is a
solid bat flip, yeah.
Here's the thing. It wasn't a bat flip that had a lot of flip to it. It was one that had a lot of float to it.
A lot of aerials up.
This one's hit on a shallow pop fly and sliding. He made the grab.
He caught that.
Wow. Let's check that one out here on the replay.
Look at this. I did not think he made this play. I thought it fell to the turf, but whoa.
The sliding grab.
Nice slide there. Easy slide on the.
We like that.
Great field here at Kearns High School.
Dalton.
Field maintenance crew, got to give them a shout out. They were here when we got here, working the fields. This field looks beautiful this week.
And this will bring up Dalton Pearson. So that's good for strike 1. And time called. Pitch goes high. Here to Dalton Pearson.
I've got him for 81.
Looking for an official pitch count over here, and they're saying 81 is the official pitch count. Make that now 82.
82.
From Goldbrinson, yeah.
It's been efficient through 5 1/3.
He's done well. You know, not a full shutout, obviously, but as the innings have gone on, he's actually, pitched arguably better. He's not getting as many guys on over the course of the last few innings.
I would agree. I mean, you take 2-run ball
in
the state playoffs anytime you can, and he's pitched really, really well.
This one's popped straight up on an elevator shaft, and he's calling everyone off. We're going to see if it can get there, and actually shortstop comes on over, makes the grab. And that's Moore getting the out.
Hey, do it.
Looks like they're maybe going to go pitching change here just to keep him under 85, or keep him, within 85. They're saying, let's go, let's change it. So specifically because, of course, once that pitch count reaches 86 or higher, you're on a 3-day rest as opposed to a 2-day rest. So they're going to pull him right now thinking, hey, you know what, Goldbrinson, we want you. For some reason, we can fight into a championship tournament. We want you as early as possible.
That's right. And he stays under that threshold like you talk about, 86 to 110. He stays right in the meaty part of the bell curve in that 61 to 85 for the 2 days rest.
And he did very well through his performance with 84 pitches. So Provo fans have to be very happy with that performance. And so we will see a pitching change. We'll take a break as well. We'll give you that pitching change when we return here on KSLSports.com.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Since 1967, we've helped Southern Utah families. Whether you need traditional burial, on-site cremation, or pre-planning, our team provides compassionate, personalized care. We're the choice of more local families because we treat yours like our own. Let us help you honor your loved ones with dignity. The legacy of excellence continues. Call 435-673-4221 or visit MetcalfBonzoMortuary.com today.
back here at the yard. Got a pitching change on the mound as well. So Provo Bulldogs, they decide, you know what, Goldbrinson, we're gonna keep you at a certain number, 84, keep you below the 86 mark. If you would have touched 86, then it's a 3-day rest. So it was good to keep them where they were at. And now they're going to bring in Christensen, Drevin Christensen. So they're moving things around a little bit. We do have a changeover at second base as well. I'm not sure who's over at second at the moment, but he moved from second. And actually, I think they might have just flip-flopped one for the other. And that's a good first pitch. Strike.
Good-looking pitch. Bender.
He'll step to the side and reset.
The cat and mouse game.
Cat and mouse game. Now it goes over his head. The bender didn't snap the way he wanted it to.
Yeah, took a lot off. 67 on that one, on the gun.
Got him with the fastball.
And that 79-mile-per-hour fastball was a good-looking one. One strike away from getting into the bottom half of the sixth. Or the fifth, I'm sorry, or the top of the sixth.
And that'll do it. Ring them up. So keep it 0 on the board, and we will find our way down to the bottom of the sixth now, where Provo tries to extend their lead. At 8-2, we stand here on KSLSports.com.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Gates Field, your home for the 4A state playoffs here on KSLSports.com. And we've got ourselves an 8-2 game with Provo, of course, leading the way. Leading off is going to be number 4, Trey Cece. Trey's been hit by pitch his last 2 at-bats. I think he would really like to get on base without that baseball touching skin.
I'd agree.
That's called strike for the first pitch of the at-bat. And he'll put this one into play. Fielded well by short. The throw is on target, and Smith to Pierce for the first out.
High chop, as we see here on the replay, and good shot from our cameraman in the dugout, Devin Dixon. Working hard over there.
Even this morning, he's like, I'm not a camera guy, I'm a mic guy, but, I think we're turning him into a camera guy.
Yeah.
This ball goes low from Welsh, who's now on the mound.
He's willing to learn. That's the thing. We see him over there. He's like a sponge.
That's right. Low and away. Count goes 2-0. Here's the pitch. Another one away. So 3-0.
Falling behind in a hurry here as looks like the Mustangs going to get a pop fly there, but it's going to find its way out of.
Yep, out of play.
Out of play.
And it's pretty breezy out there on the field today. So now it's one strike against them. And I'm a little shocked swinging at a 3-0 pitch. We don't see that all that often. We finally saw one. It's Paul's favorite.
Hope for me.
It's Paul's favorite time to swing the bat.
Because, look, you can get the walk on 3-1, you know?
Yeah.
All right. And it looks as if the Bulldogs trying to make one more offensive pop here.
Yeah. This is Jet Strickland coming in, and for those of you just tuning in, we had an ejection today. Very rare. We don't see those all that much, and usually it's a coach, not a player, but we did see a player ejected for a bat flip. Yendry Vinicio, unfortunately for the Bulldogs. After hitting a home run, got a little too excited and tossed that bat in the air. Jet Strickland coming to take his place. Let's see how the young man does at the plate. He'll take a big old swing for strike. Here's the look in from Welsh. And this one will bounce.
And I just looked it up on UHSAA.org, and the penalties, he's going to have to serve a full 7 innings.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Not just right back for the next game.
So that happened then just in the last inning in the 5th. So this only counts as inning 1.
Yeah. I heard that talk in our little press box here, and I was wanting to clarify.
Coaches kind of came around and was like, what's the rules? We want a rule book. What do we know?
It is 7 innings from committing the ejection.
So they essentially say a full game, but, like it's in football, right? If something happens in the first half, you sit out the second half of that game and the first half of the next game, and you're back the second half of that same game.
That's right.
So baseball, they just say 7 innings.
7 innings.
And I'm curious because there were 0 outs in the 6th, if they'll count the 6th, or excuse me, in the 5th. There were 0 outs in the 5th when he hit that home run.
Yeah.
He's the leadoff batter, hit the home run. Are they going to count that as an inning? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some more clarity, but it looks as if 7 full innings is the definition of the rule. So
count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat. Is it going to find grass? And it looks like it won't, and it's Jensen making the play. He's had a few out there in that territory where he's been able to put a glove on it.
Yeah, a couple in foul ground, and he's been rangy over there, getting over in a hurry, making plays, as we see here. Kind of a lazy fly ball into right, and he makes his way over there.
I'm seeing
squeezes it.
4 outs out there in right field on fly balls.
4 outs, nice. Yeah, he's been active over there.
It's Levi Jensen out there in right field. Swung on and missed. This is Max Hereford, center fielder for the Bulldogs. We made mention before, yesterday during the game, of course, Provo Bulldogs, the champions for basketball, getting the state championship win over the Hurricane Tigers. And that pitch will find its mark for a strike. So quick 0-2 count. So some athletes at Provo High School, of course.
Yeah.
And now here in the tournament play, in the bracket play. And this is ripped right over to second. The throw is there, and Simper to Pierce will be out number 3. No more damage done. from the Bulldogs in this inning. We go to the top of the 7th, 3 more outs, and this game is over unless Mountain Crest can get some sort of rally going. They need 6. See what happens when we come back here on KSLSports.com.
It's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
It's time to get your game on with Mountain Mike's oven-roasted chicken wings. They're meaty, juicy, in 4 bold sauces ready to tempt your taste buds. Order online or on our app for carryout or delivery.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
8-2, the Bulldogs lead the way here in the top of the 7th. If they can get 3 more outs without 6 runs being scored, then they will win this game. They'll move on to play tomorrow. Mountain Crest, this is an elimination game for them. They will be done after today if they continue on with the score where it's at, or, of course, with the deficit where it's at. This first pitch is very well placed from Christensen. Just about the same pitch, this time getting him swinging and fouls it off. So again, this is number 15, so we have a bit of a substitution here. And swung on and missed for the strikeout. That was Rouser.
Another Rouser. Or Rouser. Or Rouser,
that was Rouser.
The pitcher from yesterday, right?
Yeah, I believe the pitcher from yesterday.
Yeah. I think there's 2 Rousers on the Mustangs. But I think that was the one that pitched yesterday who threw a gem of a game, man.
Specifically, that was Sam Rouser.
Okay.
Yep. So specifically, too, as well. Just getting a note here that that kid who was ejected yesterday, or earlier today, Yendry Vinicio, will be available tomorrow in the 6th inning. That will be when his suspension will be served. So he will be available in the 6th inning tomorrow of that first game. This is a grounder over to short. The throw is there to first, and that's 2 outs away already.
Down to their final out, and for these Mustangs, a valiant effort yesterday in the 2-1 loss to Snow Canyon, and they're going to fight to the final pitch here today.
And that'll bring up Ethan Nielsen, center fielder.
Might be time to flip the hats inside out and get the rally started. Nielsen, over 400 hitter.
Well, and he got good bat on ball there that was pulled very foul. I mean, a 2-out rally of this magnitude.
Yes.
You're talking about batting all the way through the lineup and trying to get, again, 6 scores on the board, 6 runs. It's
quite the rally.
That's tough.
But not impossible.
I won't say it's impossible.
That's right.
Good pitch there. Strike 2. Well, one more strike could do it. One more out could do it. Or do the Mustangs keep it alive? In the windup, here's the pitch. Bouncing off the ground. Good weight. And Christensen ready to deliver again. This will be grounded to the third. If the throw's on target and on time, and it is, then it's game, and it is indeed game. 8-2. The Provo Bulldogs stay alive in Mountain Crest. Their journey comes to an end here in day 2 of our coverage of playoff baseball. Good win here by the Provo Bulldogs.
Yeah, tale of 2 days for these Bulldogs. Last night was kind of a rough outing, but today they really show the offensive muscles. They get a lot of runs, 8 on the board, and it was just a defensive dynamo as well. They had great defense behind their pitching, and Goldbranson was electric.